Good morning. Welcome back to White Mountains Today here on White Mountain TV 16. And joining us in the studio, John. How are you today?
I'm good. How are you?
From the Mount Washington Hotel and, of course, the golf course up there. How are you?
I'm good.
So 3 years you've been up there.
Yep.
So you've seen not a lot of changes in those 3 years, but just constant improvement, constant.
Yeah, I would say the golf course in particular is where I kind of base myself. You know, we're always trying to make golf a little bit better, a little bit easier for the player.
Yep.
Whether it be green speed or widening a fairway or making some sort of a natural area a little bit more usable or user-friendly. That's our goal, just to make it easier.
Now, of course, when I say that about making changes, you're talking about a 100-plus-year-old course, so there's not a lot that you want to do to it. And we were talking right before we went on air, and I think this is fascinating. It's a Donald Ross course, and if you could explain, this is the 18-hole course in the back, what makes it a Donald Ross course?
Well, first of all, you know, when we talked about changes and whatnot to the golf course, the integrity of the course, the design of the Donald Ross course isn't touched on.
Right.
He made that happen 100 years ago this year. So what makes the Donald Ross course a Donald Ross course is basically 100 years ago when they came to design or build this 18-hole golf course, they do it with horses and horse and buggies, and when they're shaping the land, they're literally dragging a 20-inch log that's 15 feet long, and that's their grooming tool. Versus this year, nowadays we have case equipment, yellow equipment that just does all of that stuff. Donald Ross was a designer that worked with the topography that he had in hand. He didn't really push any dirt to say that.
I think that's amazing.
Yeah.
I mean that's the beauty, I guess, of playing in the White Mountains, because that's how your course is going to be shaped. If there's a giant boulder that you can't move by horse and buggy, it's there.
What's neat about, and you're right, and what's cool is about 103 years ago, Donald Ross designed a number of golf courses in this area. You know, the Maplewood, the Bethlehem, and ours. So I do, I think that ours is the jewel, but I think we maintain it in such a way, and it was redesigned in 2007, 2008 by Brian Silva to his specs, and we try to maintain the integrity of what he had done about 100 years ago. It's neat.
Yeah, and it's a fun course. I've played there several times, and one of the things that I like about it is that, you know, you're out there playing, and it's the fairway and the trees, and that's it. There's not buildings, there's not roadways, there's not convenience stores. You're out in the middle of nature.
Yeah, and you know, the White Mountain National Forest is to the right. It borders us, and you know, a lot of times, and I being new there, and I'm a walker at heart, playing the golf course is a really neat, user-friendly course. And the way I say that is nowadays some of the golf courses that are designed around housing developments. Literally, when you play the Mount Washington, from a green complex, you'll walk 40, 30 yards to the next tee. Very, very friendly.
Right.
And it is. It's once you get out there, other than the magnificent white hotel that's in the background, there's no other development.
Right, and I think that's a feature in itself.
Yeah.
Just being able to do that, and you know, some of the, you know, so I was saying before, and I wish I could remember which hole it was, where you tee off, and then the green is kind of nestled in some trees, and it's just beautiful.
Yeah.
It's a great spot, and I have to tell you, or I have to tell them, I like the 9 holes in front too. The links course in front.
Yep. I am gifted with an opportunity to have 27 holes, because what we have there is an 18-hole golf course and a 9-hole golf course.
Right.
You like it for the challenge and the length, and what are the reasons that you said?
Oh, it's just the hills, and it was fun.
There was a lot of character.
A lot of character to it. Yeah.
The beautiful thing about our situation is I use that more as a learning tool. The 9-hole golf course generally is drawn to families. We offer a free golf option for children. It's a 6-hole option, just for that individual that wants to play a relatively short thing. But the 9 holes is, we call it the family golf. Not to take anything away from the integrity of it. It's it's a difficult golf course. There's a lot of hazards. The fairways are narrow. It's long in a few holes. But when groups of guys want to play 18 holes, they're channeled to the Mount Washington golf course. If a family, a mom and dad, and maybe 3, 4, 5 kids want to play, we position them over there in Mount Pleasant. They're not interfered. You and I aren't inconvenienced. It's a really nice marriage.
Yeah,
I like it.
Absolutely. It's just it is a fun course, and there's some water, and we always like that.
Yeah.
So what else is happening up there?
Well, this is our centennial year. This is our 100th anniversary. We're celebrating that, our Donald Ross's design. Our season is winding down, but fall is winding up. We have an awful lot of play on the golf course. Our golf course is a little bit of everything. As I mentioned, we accommodate the children more than anything, more than any other golf course, giving it a lot of free golf away. We have our lessons. We have a great golf course superintendent, Dave Oosterhout, that keeps the course in great condition. So this time of year, with everything in its full bloom and the leaves starting to fall down, our condition is perfect, and we just want to say that golf is out there, and come on up and see us.
It's a perfect time. This time of year, moving into September, cool days, and like you said, you like to walk, and so for walkers, just being able to go there. The mountain in the background, the trees changing.
Yeah.
That's really, I think, the best time to play golf, when it's more, I don't want to say relaxed, but you're taking it all in.
Well, it's neat that you said that, and I am new there. But last year, my second year at the course, it was sometime in fall, and there was this couple that was sitting on our deck. And I just went out to say hello and greet them and ask them how their day was. And they said, something, I underpaid for our green fee. And I said, what do you mean by that? He says, you charged me a lot less than what this is valued at. I said, what do you mean? He says, this is a $10,000 day for us. And I said, his point was, he's on the deck, he's looking the cog rail, the Mount Washington, the presidential range, the golf course is there, he's having a great lunch on the deck. And the point was taken. He was living the dream. He was in La La Land. Yeah.
And it's a great spot. And then, of course, if you're hungry, then you can dine afterwards or before. Or
yeah, we have a really neat. Our building is a massive building. We have a lot of offices. Our conference sales group is there as well. But once you enter, we have a magnificent retail shop with all the state-of-the-art golf equipment and merchandise. But on that note, just to the right is our presidential grill, as it's named. Any kind of luncheon group can come on in, and the deck is right there. It's a real pretty setting.
Yeah, you can overlook the last hole.
Yeah, you're right on the 18th hole.
So you can see that. So you can see how other people are coming in.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Absolutely.
But yeah, so a nice spot there. And what are the hours?
We're open basically at 6 a.m. to about 6 p.m. Yep.
So plenty of opportunities to get out there and play golf.
We, just last night, somebody had called up at around 7 o'clock and asked if they can get in a few holes. We're there for them. I am there to promote golf. Our staff, our team is there to promote golf. So yeah, almost anytime. A fella called up last week and wanted to get out at 5:30. Well, it's still dark. But we're there, we're making coffee. He came in around 5:45 and he zipped out for a quick 18. He was back at home in about 2 hours.
That's great.
So neat.
That's great. So I guess what I want to pass on, and as do you, if you haven't played the Mount Washington, you've got to go up and try it. Either the 9 or the 18, depending on your whim.
Yep.
But it's a unique course and a great setting, and well worth the time, the money, the effort, everything to go up and enjoy it. It's kind of one of those things, like when people come up, they're like, which course you play? And we have fabulous courses around here.
Absolutely.
They're all fabulous, and each one has its character. and the character that Mount Washington has is unique. So
Yeah, and I do think that our price value, we have a chocolate, vanilla, strawberry kind of a situation every single day. You know, in the morning, if you wanted to play, it's a certain rate. Midday, it's a certain rate. The afternoon is a certain rate. So depending on you know what it is and when you want to play, we always have some sort of a price to accommodate.
yeah, it's a great spot up there.
Yeah,
So.
I agree. I am.
And so if somebody wants to make a greens fee, what's the best way to do that? A greens, not a greens fee, a green
tea time.
Tea time.
Call the golf shop, 603-278-4653 or 278-GOLF. And our assistant golf professionals, shop manager, will be there to accommodate you.
That sounds great.
Yep,
well, John, thanks so much for coming by
you're
today.
welcome. Yeah, I
and
enjoyed it.
we'll see you out there on the field, on the green. I'm messing up greens and tees. What's going on, Hans? Up there.